seriously. Jesus.
Coal-fired power plant collapses during controlled demolition in Germany.
Nino? Ang building, gagawin yun. Ala!
Oh my God! The sound of metal colliding resounded amid the earthquake, causing people nearby to run away in panic. Everything happened in a moment of chaos and horror. The camera captured a breathtaking moment. A house precariously perched on the bank of a flooded river, shaking violently, then suddenly collapsing, crashing into the raging water.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. Holy crap.
Oh my God! A terrifying moment when nature and humans collided in a devastating earthquake. Rocks and soil rumbled down the mountainside, sweeping away trees and houses in the blink of an eye. The entire village was plunged into chaos when nature suddenly unleashed its fury. The onlookers were stunned by the horrifying scene that happened in a split-second. 14. In the midst of the chaos, the survivors could only rush to hide behind the rocks, a fragile hope amid the white fury of nature. The screeching sound was intense. Everything happened in a few seconds of chaos. A clear demonstration of the terrifying power of nature. On July 10th, heavy rain caused severe flooding on the island of Kyushu, Japan. Just a few hours of heavy rain, the whole land was wiped out underwater. On June 13th, a terrible landslide occurred, The rocks and soil fell down with a loud noise as if they wanted to sweep everything away. Stay away from the danger zone to ensure absolute safety.
Whoa! Whoa! Súbanos!
On April 13th, a routine rescue training session on Mount Balanaraju, Peru turned into a real-life situation when the Serrat Glacier suddenly collapsed. It took 1 to 2 years to build, but in the blink of an eye, the house completely collapsed, leaving behind rubble and shock for witnesses. Don't let dangerous surprises happen to you. Always look closely and drive carefully. On January 9th, the 89-year-old Upper Gasaway Bridge in West Virginia was demolished, ending its nearly century-long journey. The new bridge is scheduled to open in 2023. A massive fire in Vancouver caused a crane to collapse, causing panic in the area of West 41st and Collingwood. In southern Tennessee, a dramatic collision that looked like an action movie took place when a train slammed into a truck carrying a giant concrete beam. It was terrifying.
What a mess, Priscilla. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Baka si pa yung muntis na yan, si taman mo, busy.
After Tropical Storm Trami, first responders couldn't believe their eyes when they saw a spectacular landslide unfold right in front of them. The gusts of wind, the falling trees, the roofs flying away all happened so fast that no one had time to react. "330 pounds of explosives were used to collapse a dilapidated Autobahn bridge in Germany in a dramatic controlled demolition. Oh, the ground cracked open, revealing a deep, haunting void, a terrifying moment that left the city speechless. A sinkhole swallows a truck in the Bronx after flooding in New York City.
It's going.
Climbers were stunned to see rocks falling along the Aiguille du Midi mountain in Chamonix, France. Lightning flashed across the sky. Then boom, it crashed into a tree right in front of Veronica Coleman. When a 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck the Caribbean, bottles clattered from grocery store shelves, sending shoppers running for cover. Hurricane Gloria slammed into Spain with high winds and huge waves, battering the area near the beach house, creating a chaotic scene along the coast. Have you ever seen a mud volcano? It's a strange and violent sight. Would you dare to get close? The ocean looked spectacular that morning, until you realized it wasn't a beautiful sight. It was an approaching tsunami.
Seriously. Jesus.
On the evening of June 26th, a dangerous thunderstorm swept through La Mesa, Texas, with winds of up to 88 miles per hour. Everyone should stay indoors to ensure safety. Just a few minutes after the driver managed to escape, the train rushed forward and crushed half of the car that was stopped on the tracks. A miraculous escape.
Estos me parece que son de la cuadra aquella, o sea, what the fuck.
The cars were swept away by the flood like leaves in a raging river. Everything happened so fast, nature gave no time to react.
¿Hay gente?
Chairs, tables, and trash cans spin in the air, turning your yard into a battlefield in the middle of a hurricane. An ancient temple in Myanmar suddenly collapsed amid a terrifying earthquake.
Oh my. Oh!
A group of snowmobilers were lucky to escape when an avalanche suddenly hit the Utah mountains, sweeping everything away in an instant. A lucky driver in a Philadelphia suburb escaped her wrecked SUV after a dead tree fell on her car. This is the moment a Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority train crashed into a tractor trailer that was on the tracks. On the evening of August 29th, Wisconsin, lightning struck a residential area. The earthquake shook a high-rise building, causing everyone to panic, a truly terrifying moment in the heart of the city.
Oh my gosh.
Two homes in Draper, Utah collapsed as the ground slid down a canyon, closing trails and forcing neighbors to evacuate.
What? My goodness.
Lake Michigan is no longer a placid body of water. On the morning of March 20th, it turned into a roaring monster, sending waves nearly 20 feet high onto the shore as if to swallow St. Joseph. The strange scene made many people feel like they were lost in a virtual world. From a distance, it looked like a scene from a post-apocalyptic horror movie. A terrible hailstorm mentioned in the Bible, where large stones fell from the sky, destroying everything in their path. The air was suffocating. Nature was about to unleash its wrath. When the dark clouds rolled in, don't hesitate, run! Ring cameras captured the incredible moment strong winds swept through South Carolina, causing everything to shake violently. Big storm hits. Montecito orders urgent evacuation. Torrential rain and floods roll in. People flee in chaos. Roofs were blown off, trees were toppled, and golf courses were deformed in the midst of a hurricane. Oh my God! Nature was angry, and nothing could stop it. Gusnado suddenly appeared, swirling across an Illinois highway and sending debris flying straight into moving vehicles. The avalanche fell like a giant white wall from the sky, swallowing the entire mountainside in a fierce rage. A breathtaking rescue scene where courage faced off against the brutal force of nature. A state of emergency was declared in West Virginia as flash floods suddenly struck, sweeping away roads and homes in a fierce rage. A house was completely destroyed in the historic flash flood in Connecticut, when the fierce water rushed like a waterfall in the middle of a residential area.
Coming towards you guys!
It's a tornado! Tornado!
It's just coming.
In an instant, the sky and earth were dark. The storm painted a scene of breathtaking chaos. Stop! A scream rang out amid the chaos as the camper was tossed over by the strong winds and rolled several times in Pueblo West.
Stop!
A block of ice fell straight from the sky, smashing the windshield of the car on the Utah highway. The driver was stunned. The witnesses were stunned. A sudden blow from the cold sky. Oh no, the scene turned like an action movie. Luckily, no one was hurt. Check the roads and follow the forecast to stay safe. A beach house used to be a dream. Now in Rodanthe, it's a living warning. Always be wary of waves and tides. It was a beautiful day in Alaska, and the iceberg decided not to stand still. And then a massive 10,000-pound collapse happened right in front of you.
Get off the ice! Get off the ice!
Oh, the water surged, turning the street into a death trap in an instant. A breathtaking moment amid the fury of nature. A sudden flood swept away a series of vehicles, turning the streets into raging streams. Nature did not warn, leaving behind only chaos and horror. A Bangkok resident shows water pouring from the rooftop pool of the Intercontinental Hotel. A terrifying dust storm was captured on camera, showing a giant dust storm engulfing the desert in Casa Grande, Arizona. Skiers and climbers captured the avalanche on camera.
Brutal. Oh, there goes the umbrella!
The wind howled, carrying debris and causing destruction everywhere in the blink of an eye. A moment that was both strange and chilling in the midst of chaos.
Happy birthday, Mom! I love you! Oh, there goes the trees! Ah! Oh, shit! Look at the fucking trees are on here! Yeah, right! Happy birthday, Mom! We cleaned up the backyard for you!
A small storm brought strong winds to Brooklyn, New York on July 25th, knocking down trees and damaging houses. The video shows a strong wind blowing past his house, blowing leaves off trees and scattering them to the ground. A large-scale rock slide in Colorado left people stunned when a whole mountain range slid down like a waterfall.
There's no mountain left. It's all gone.
Dashcam footage captured floodwaters rushing across the road in a split second. Luckily, everyone escaped the dangerous situation in time. The boat, a safe haven in the middle of the ocean. But in Fort Lauderdale that day, the ocean was the only place to escape. The boat. In a matter of seconds, the stage collapsed amid music and cheers. The sudden wind turned an election rally into a tragedy.
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
Footage shows the top of a historic pagoda in Myanmar collapsing during a powerful earthquake that struck on Friday, March 28th. Surveillance video captured the moment water poured onto a crowd below a large apartment building in a Chinese city near the Myanmar border. A British Airways plane was struck by lightning during stormy weather in Sao Paulo. This is the incredible moment snow and ice slid off a roof. Heavy snowfall brought down power lines in Bruneck, a town in the Italian province of South Tyrol. Turkish villager Fatih Kızıltan captured the moment a spectacular ice avalanche occurred in the village of Ader. A resident in Parker, Colorado, captured footage at just the right moment as a section of a curved road collapsed into a sinkhole.
What?
Drivers in Madison, Indiana, were stunned when a gentle waterfall at Hanging Rock Hill turned into a torrent that rushed onto the road.
That's scary.
I've never seen anything like that.
What? We're literally going behind the waterfall. Holy cow.
In Pakistan, extreme heat causes glaciers to melt, causing sudden flash floods. Climate change is no longer a warning, it is destroying every day. The wind gusted. Thunder and lightning continuously made the whole area sink into suffocating tension. How terrifying. The sky darkened. The wind howled like the growl of angry nature. The whole area was plunged into chaos as the hurricane swept through without mercy. In southeastern Sydney, heavy rain combined with strong seas created a giant foam phenomenon, flooding the beach. A hot dog stand in Taiwan was shaken violently when a powerful earthquake suddenly struck, causing everything to sway in an instant. Screams rang out everywhere as the ground shook violently. Shoppers hugged each other in panic, trying to keep their balance amid the 7.5 magnitude earthquake. Erosion accelerated, turning the mountainside into an unpredictable death trap. How terrifying. Even from a distance, the video still makes the heart ache with fear. It is hard to imagine the extreme panic that the people on the boat are suffering in the midst of the raging sea and sky. Let me feel the light cutting through the night like a punishment from nature. When lightning strikes the sea, what really happens under the seemingly peaceful waves?
Oh my god, guys. Tornado.
Oh my God, I'm in a tornado! A panicked scream rang out as dust billowed around the car, obscuring all vision.
Oh my god. In a fucking tornado, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit.
The cheese seller was shocked to recount the moment he saw lightning tear across the sky, dazzling and haunting. In 2024, Myanmar witnessed the terrifying wrath of nature when a jade mining waste reservoir on a mountaintop suddenly burst. A giant stream of water rushed down, creating a flood that destroyed everything. A man-made disaster. Sometimes nature is not angry, it is testing people. Once again, nature shows its brutal power that cannot be underestimated. Unbelievable. A terrifying dust storm swept across Arizona, whipping debris into the air like a fury from the desert. The sky was red, the wind howled, throwing the area into chaos. This is crazy! People stood in amazement as a torrent of black mud rolled through a California canyon, carrying trees and boulders with it.
That is all avalanche debris. All right. All right, let's go home. Okay.
A lightning strike near Zion National Park, USA, caused a large rock to suddenly slide down a steep cliff, creating a dramatic natural phenomenon.
Whoa! Whoa! Súbanos!
Oh, never treat training as a game, because in extreme natural conditions, at any time it can be a battle for survival. Experts have emphasized, in extreme weather conditions, people should avoid taking shelter under tall trees. Turn off electronic devices and find a safe, secluded place. How terrifying. No amount of money is enough to convince me to step onto this bridge. Footage shared shows a building collapsing as a landslide swept away the structure in the town of Devprayag, Uttarakhand. This footage, posted by the Paintsville Police Department, shows a car disappearing from view as the ground below collapsed.
Oh, boys, watch out, coach. Oh, God, boys. Let's go. I'm out of here.
The The city of Atami, Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan, was hit by a devastating landslide. About 20 people are missing. A clap of thunder ripped through the air before the rain fell. The sky exploded in lightning, and the echoes lingered in the mountains. Elsewhere, taking a break from work is to rest. In Mount Washington, taking a break from work to test the 100+ mile-per-hour winds and fall like a virtual reality game. The most surprising thing was fireworks exploding amid the fire. No one expected such a unique festival of lights to erupt amid the devastation. Heavy rains caused Basra to quickly become submerged. Flames erupted from a palm tree in Arizona, sending shivers down the spines of anyone who witnessed it. If you've seen this before, comment number 1.
Oh, please put some drains in here.
Whoa! A loud gasp rang out as a violent bolt of lightning struck Plymouth, England, sending ferry passengers into a panic. A storm chaser in Ohio almost captured the perfect moment as lightning ripped through the sky right in front of him. Oh my gosh! What the hell is going on here?
Bro, what the Man, I waited on the door.
In a split second, roofs and walls were torn apart, caught in a vicious apocalyptic vortex.
Right here.
Whoa, over there, right there.
Oh, house going.
House gone. Oh no.
We may have gone too far, actually. I might want to back up. Yeah, I'm backing up.
What would you do if you were caught in a storm in a foreign land? In Palatsk, a group of tourists braved the storm with howling winds, pouring rain and fallen trees blocking the road. A violent storm swept through New Jersey, causing power lines to fall, sparks to fly like fireworks in the storm. A torrential downpour from the sky caused the ceiling of a shopping mall in a Sydney suburb to suddenly collapse. Water poured down like a waterfall, engulfing the walkway, sending shoppers running in panic. Oh, hurricane, Medicane. Zorba came. The fierce waves submerged the Stazo harbor in an instant, turning the dock into a raging sea. Roads in northeast Mexico were completely washed away under the rain from Hurricane Alberto, leaving a scene of devastation as if after a cataclysm. A furious tornado struck southern Romania, sweeping away trees, rooftops, and entire towns in panic. A scene that makes everyone haunted. Mount Merapi, Indonesia, erupted like a monster waking up. Black columns of ash rose high as if they wanted to swallow the sky. After Hurricane Franklin, Irish beaches were filled with white sea foam, like giant frosting. The scene is so magical that it seems to come from another world. Before Hurricane Michael landed, the Alabama coast was constantly attacked by large waves, creating a scene that was both majestic and threatening. People were warned to urgently prepare to respond. Huge floods swept through Valencia, sweeping away everything, from cars to trash cans, turning streets into flooding rivers. The whole city seemed to be caught up in a chaotic tide with no end in sight. A strong tornado suddenly swept through Northern California, tearing off roofs and blowing away all objects. This scene is like a scene from an apocalyptic movie. The peak of Rose Mountain welcomes the first fall snow, marking a clear change of season with a white and peaceful natural scene. Surveillance cameras in Tocopilla, Chile captured the moment of violent shaking when a major earthquake struck off the north coast in late July. Floods swept through the south of England, causing homes and properties to be deeply submerged, forcing people to struggle in chaos.
Yeah. Happy swimming.
Yeah, watch out, all that areas.
A sinkhole collapsed part of a highway in California, completely stopping traffic in both directions. Chilling scene. The road surface is as slippery as an ice rink, causing a heavy truck to slide and rush across many lanes. That is a warning of winter weather that cannot be ignored.
Okay, we need to call,
Oswego's snowplow fleet is working at full capacity to deal with lake-effect snow, a persistent battle with thick white ice and biting cold. A bolt of lightning struck near a home in Ocoee, creating an astonishing sight of light and sound. Heavy rain caused flooding and seriously affected traffic in many areas. Heavy rain and strong winds hit the Virgin Islands, increasing the danger of the storm making landfall. People are stuck in the middle of the sea, unable to leave. No one can reach out for help. Natural disasters make them hopelessly helpless. Erie is engulfed in endless snowfall. Visibility is limited, and streets turn into slippery traps. Moving is now a matter of survival. Storm Bert swept across England and Ireland, bringing giant waves that continuously hit coastal promenades in Cornwall. A powerful dust storm swept through central California, recorded by locals, showing the terrible power of nature. Forest fires destroyed homes in Patagonia, forcing thousands of people to flee at night, the scene of hell glowing brightly against the dark sky. Security camera footage shows a tornado wreaking havoc on the ceiling at Amory High School. Winds strong enough to tear off the roof, making everyone watching shudder. A giant avalanche swept across the Swiss road. Warning level 4 caused the whole town to be completely covered in white. Severe tornadoes swept through Lee County, destroying dozens of homes in just a few moments. When Superstorm Sandy approached the east coast of the United States, Delray Beach in Florida was overwhelmed by giant waves. People gathered on A1A and Casuarina roads, looking in amazement at the waves hitting the shore like a dance of the sea. Ice tsunami, a cold and scary phenomenon. When large blocks of ice break off from the poles, they create powerful cold white waves that sweep across the coast in a destructive dance of ice. Floods and landslides ravage the Black Sea region, engulfing homes and roads in chaos. Be alert. Nature never gives warning when it unleashes its fury. A huge winter storm sweeps across the Midwest, burying everything under a thick layer of snow and paralyzing traffic. If you don't want to be stuck in this white hell, stay indoors. A spectacular show, but don't forget, the line between adventure and disaster is just a moment of carelessness. An unexpected parade? Hundreds of sheep take to the streets of New Zealand, turning the roads into a moving sea of wool. A performance unlike anything you've ever seen. A Tesla coil turns into a giant electronic musical instrument, creating melodies from lightning. Art and science come together in one unforgettable sight. On the evening of Tuesday, May 30th, excited crowds filled the streets of Manhattan, looking skyward as the mysterious phenomenon Manhattan Henge lit up the sunset, beaming the last rays of sunlight through the skyscrapers. Oh no. Hail like white marbles poured down on North Texas as the fierce storm struck, turning the sky into a sea of sharp hail, causing everything on the ground to feel like it was under attack. Who needs a car wash? Nature is ready to do it in an unexpected way. After a big storm, Catania, the hometown of the Italian people, was almost unrecognizable. Heavy rain and the strong winds made going out a difficult challenge. The huge amount of rain caused the water level to rise rapidly, and unfortunately, the bridge could not withstand the pressure, collapsing right before the eyes of the people. Near the Russian town of Zarechny, a driver recorded an interesting scene, a giant landslide that happened slowly, probably due to melting snow. Although the sight is impressive, to be safe, it is best to stay away from this area. An incredible and shocking moment when a giant landslide occurred due to a combination of melting snow and flowing glaciers in the spring in the majestic French Alps. The scene before my eyes was magical. A sudden hailstorm hit the city, and the best way to protect yourself is to wear a sturdy helmet if you have to go outside. Avalanches, although moving slowly as if in no hurry, have a power that is capable of flattening sturdy bridges that have existed for decades. In Xi'an City, Shanxi Province, China, a large sinkhole suddenly appeared on the second ring road. Fortunately, the incident did not cause any serious damage. White, falling in thick waves. But was it hail or snow? Only those with sharp eyes could tell. No one can explain the origin of this black, muddy water, where it comes from and why there is so much of it. A series of unanswered questions arise. The town is still standing. People are standing together, turning adversity into strength. The water rises without warning. The only way out is a fire extinguisher. A woman rushes through the rushing water. Will she be able to escape this nightmare in time? Kilauea volcano exploded violently, erupting into a red lava fountain in the night sky. Flames and smoke rose hundreds of meters high, creating a breathtaking natural display. Unpredictable, unstoppable, nature can be harsh at times. Hail suddenly fell on the stadium, causing chaos in the stands. Nature had no warning. A powerful lightning strike struck right in front of you, causing the ground to shake, and a car camera recorded the moment that gave people goosebumps. A tornado suddenly formed in the middle of Kansas, as if nature was unleashing a fury. Fierce, fast, and without warning. A serious rock slide caused the highway in Colorado to close, while thick dust made visibility almost zero. Serious landslides in Bindong caused large pieces of soil and rocks to fall, creating a terrible scene and endangering the surrounding area. Persistent rain has submerged Tay Citadel in Chengxi Town in Dianjiang District, China, causing many areas to be seriously flooded. Remember to always be careful and stay safe in unexpected situations like this. An EF1 tornado swept through Loras High School, sweeping away trailers and devastating the parking lot, leaving a mile of chaos. Oh my God. I have never seen such big hail. It was as if nature was venting its fury from the sky.